everybody. Welcome back to Star Trek Online. So it is the 4th anniversary of Star Trek Online. Came online. The 4th anniversary started yesterday. And so far I've played the feature episode, A Step Between the Stars, twice. So I've kind of got it down, and I want to show you guys how to do it, or at least show you how I did it. So yeah, the 4th anniversary, this would be 2nd year I've been playing, so I've got all my stuff from last year, but I really like this episode. I think this is why I'll explain as we go through, but they've got these not only awesome environmental suits that you get to keep and everything, but the mission is just very well planned out, and it seems very natural for Star Trek Online. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. If you haven't played it, if you haven't logged on since the 30th of January, as soon as you log on, there should be a mission. Mission journal will pop up. It's going to announce the 4th anniversary. It's going to offer you two missions, the feature episode and Party Patrol. Party Patrol, I'll explain in my next video about the 4th anniversary stuff with the Dyson Science Destroyers and all that in the video. But right now, I'm just going to do the feature episode. So let's go ahead and jump into A Step Between the Stars. I'll try to stop in between so let you read a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Chief Logistics Officer. This is not like the actual map. This is,
You're just in time. Please follow me to Subcommander Cole.
Then the normal Dyson sphere, you got some additional commanders of ships and stuff like that. There's a lot of activity going on. Go ahead and run ahead of you. Oh, this is, probably should equip different armor. But this is the environmental suit you get. I like it, but I probably should jump into this one. There we go.
Good to see you again. Nellin Exel, the Voth scientist who joined your crew, has provided information vital to our understanding of the sphere's operation. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star. Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your ships.
Let me make sure my volume's up real quick so you guys can hear.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100. The Voth are actively scanning for ships approaching the station. They can detect our cloaked ships, which is another issue we're trying to solve. This is our best option. The star's magnetic field will make it impossible for most sensors to pick up your ship. With luck, your ship will not have to fly close to the star's surface for very long. Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station. We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The dice...
Okay, so I've got an escape plan. There's a ship that brought Tuvok there. It's all ready to rock and roll. We're gonna be into our ship and head on out to the star. This should be a fun mission. Well, I already told you it was a fun mission. Romulan Federation, saw some Klingon vessels, obviously a joint operation. Meanwhile, I am skimming along the surface of the sun. Okay, so there's a lot of accolades in this mission, one of which is not being scorched by the sun, so you gotta avoid all of these solar flares. The accolade is called Icarus 2.0. It won't show, as usual, the story accolades that you haven't done yet. Okay, so basically I can't contact the station because the solar flares inhibitors are broken. And as you can see, the solar flares will cease around it. Got this one.
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Right about now is when they'll give you the Icarus 2.0 for not burning yourself on the surface of the sun. Before this mission popped up is when it would give it to you. Okay, so the Airwolf 3 is going up to orbit to help the fleet.
Greetings, I am Admiral Tuvok.
And Dr. Cooper.
The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
It's almost like you put
Allow me to brief
quotation
you on the
marks.
situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault. There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions? I have attempted to hail them, but received no response. The ship's shields and hull plating are designed to withstand the extreme amounts of heat, pressure, and radiation generated by this sphere's star. However, it is a prototype vessel on its first voyage. The ship has retreated to a safe location to make repairs, until they are able to complete them.
Okay.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
You can try to resuscitate ally twice, or like once, and examine fallen Voth once. I don't remember if it gives you an accolade or not.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it gives you an accolade, but I know it only lets you examine them, an ally and an enemy once.
The pilot of this battlesuit may have been
You're giving me a phaser? Voth! Oh,
I think he helped
sorry.
at some point.
I thought I saw
Except
something.
Firing into a wall. At least it's on stun.
Remain calm, Doctor.
That's weird. Okay, the first time I played it before they patched it this morning, that guy was that was the Dyson's captain, and he got shot by a Voth stalker in that room. He was like standing at the door, and you walk up, and you walk in to talk with him, and he turned his back, and there's like a Voth cloaked in here, and he shoots him. So they must have changed something. Let's see how that plays out, because I'm interested in see why they changed that.
The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
Huh, you're telling me.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
I'll try not to give too many spoilers if you guys are just watching it as a story.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
Like I said, they did an awesome job with this. I really like this this part. They explained it very, very well. Let's watch.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other 2. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Okay. Yellow, confirmed yellow.
That looks right.
Red,
That looks right.
blue. Oh, this one's an easy one.
That did it.
And
the
if
final
you,
console is unlocked.
like he said, if you miss one, or if you hit the wrong one, or you miss one after the 20 seconds, all you had to do is 3, no matter which way you go. It's just 3, 1 for each console, but different orders, and they're different locations. Sometimes it'll be that console or that console for different colors. But the only thing the defenses are just 2 swarmers, I think. 2 or 3 swarmers. They do have the shields, so they're like the advanced swarmers, I guess you could say. So all we're gonna do is restart station power. some sun. That was just like, they've never really done like a boss intro scene before. That was pretty cool.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second, and I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here.
How
I'm
did this
not
guy
like
get
you and
certified
Tuvok.
for field work?
I'm much too important to die here. My help? What could I do? Tuvok said that? All right.
Yeah, that's great. Encourage.
I think if I
Great.
try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it.
Oh, by
Vulcans.
the way, I'm tier 5.
If I can just try
Dyson,
that...
so I got the armor. It's pretty
Yes, I have it. I've done some...
Allow me, Doctor. Instead of
Okay.
activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
cool. Okay, so the beams, remember, in that room, and this room, basically all those beams are going to activate, and it's going to slice any Voth that are... instantly kill any Voth that are in its path. Swarmers, they're your enemy as well, but they will fight on your side in the absence, in the presence of Voth. So it's really up to you. The game recommends
Slim
your...
enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support
that,
you. I can activate beams of energy that will shoot down and set...
It will, basically, the Swarmers will fight you in the absence of Voth, but in the presence of Voth, they'll fight with you. The beams, I like the best. Both of them, okay, when you you're gonna have to replay this mission 3 times to get, all 3 of... Yeah, all 3 of these hyper-efficient, all these Solane, things that you get, you know, the pieces that you get with the mission. You have to replay it. You can only get one per time, so you're gonna have to replay them times anyway. But so the first time I'd go with the beam, the second time with those rumors. So and both of those will get you accolades if you use them. Like draw the Voth into the beams, stuff like that. It'll get you 2 different accolades: Swarmer Tactician and Beam Tactician. I guess I probably should have mentioned there's another accolade in here. If you solve the puzzle first time in under 20 seconds, it gives you Puzzle Master or something like that. Dyson Puzzle Master. So there's another accolade in here you might want to watch out for. Anyway,
I've done...
Allow me. Instead of activating the defenses to a slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
I'm gonna go with this just because I've done the other 2. I want to see if there's an accolade for this.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Plus, it's not that many Voth, so. Basically, all you gotta do is draw them out. If
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching.
Normally these apertures right here would start emitting
We
beams.
should move forward. Be on your guard.
There was an accolade. So there's an accolade for each of the choices. Play it 3 times and you'll get all of them. But like I said, basically what it's going to do is it's going to start emitting these high-powered beams for about 10 seconds, and just keep rotating it, and they'll all intersect, obviously in the middle. But all you had to do is stand over here like I did, and wait for them to come to you, and they'll walk right into it. It's pretty easy. But like I said, just try each one of them and you get an accolade. I don't know if this mission will be available forever, so I'd go for all of them.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
I played my Romulan character. I think they just updated this for the level 50 people, but when I went back and played with my Romulan tune the second time, even after the update, it was still the Voth soldier killing the commander that was in this room. He will appear in that corner and shoot you with the sniper rifle first, and then recloak, go into that corner.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
I'm waving
Voth
my
can't
arms.
get in.
But anyway, so he's going to go into that corner, and you can sniper rifle him or whatever. I'd suggest a grenade, because if he recloaks, he won't be able to recloak, and stuff like that.
You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you
Anyway.
open it.
There's a little tip. Okay, so now we've got our shield up.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum
Okay,
of space.
open space.
My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result. No response. According to my read...
Okay, so we wait for Cooper.
I'm
He
here.
arrives, and
I'm
this
here.
is where the EV suits
Wait.
come into play.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there. They have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the
Yes, this
station.
is the third one.
I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
I haven't actually tried to stay out in space long enough, but this should be the blue one. Yes, it's the blue one. I haven't got this one yet. Now I've got all 3 of them.
Prepare your suit.
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Okay, what's the bonus on this one? Okay, this is critical chance. Okay. Okay, so the marksman, there's 3 different Dyson suits. The marksman, the enforcer, and the striker. The marksman they all have the same stats below the first one. But the marksman has +5 energy damage. The striker has +2.5 critical chance and 20% critical hit. And the enforcer has +10 all physical damage. So I really like the blue one. It looks cool. But I should have gotten an accolade for collecting all 3. I guess I'll get it after. Yeah, I guess I'll get it after I go back to my bank and retrieve the enforcer and my other marksman.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have. I know.
I have
Well,
confidence in you.
I've
Good
seen this.
man, you'll be fine.
Click here to activate your...
Already activated my EV suit. Oh, and by the way, I tried to activate a flashlight in space. It turns off your EV suit. Just a little tip, don't do that. So here's the view of the other two EV suits. One of, I guess that one's the marksman. That's the enforcer. That's the marksman. And the marksman will be in here. The enforcer will be in there, and the striker will be in there. Or there's 3 different tubes, so you should be able to tell which one you're getting. Oh, did I mention that they made a huge improvement to this space box? This is why I love this mission so much. They added the jetpacks from the summer event to fly through space like an MMU.
I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
As in man maneuvering unit for those of you who aren't space freaks like me. Instead of having the poles that you space jump to, it's like a jetpack, and it uses the same space physics
piece of debris blocking the
as the
station's
summer
entrance.
event. I love them. Shout out to Cryptic real quick. If you guys could add a map where you can,
There is a large amount of debris
like
blocking
somewhere on the crew
entrance.
deck.
It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. There are 2 objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically.
Okay, so again, the shout out to Cryptic. Excuse me. If you guys can make an addition to the ship's bridge, like a airlock with EV suits that you could walk on the outside of your ship's hull, that would be awesome. Just saying. So now that we've got these space jump, just space packs, I guess you could say. Alright, so this part, obviously there's debris blocking it. I kind of skipped through that mission log, because I was about to forget what I was going to say. But basically, we can't get through, so Tuvok is going to get a communications array or communicator tech out of one of the swarmers. And I retrieved the ordnance, the mortar launch from that. So keep in mind you have a counteract mode in space.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
It doesn't really tell you about a safe distance. I think it starts letting you about this distance. I guess this would be safe. I haven't tried blowing it up closer, but I didn't really want to have to respawn really early. Hit the door. Okay. So we just gotta scan the door.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
Okay, so you just gotta go up top and release the door.
I will establish a shield.
You gotta kind of, if you didn't play the summer event, you gotta kind of get the feel of the suit and the lack of friction with the spacesuit to counteract. I suggest very slow movements and let yourself kind of glide. Especially once you get moving. And shooter mode helps tremendously because it will actually direct you.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
You feel free to explore this whole area of space. I'm not sure. What was that? Oh, never mind. I'm not sure how far this extends. Your area that you can travel to. Can't see any ships above us. like the Airwolf 3 or anybody else, but like I said, I don't know how far it extends, so but feel free to try. There might be like an accolade hidden in there.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
No gravity plating.
Your EV suit does not protect you.
It recommends that you re-equip your armor, but
Something has closed the
it
doors.
still does
Most
protect
unsettling.
you. If you look at the stats,
I think the station's defenses are activating.
you know, I guess it protects you a little bit more, but okay. So there's a lot of drones. It's basically like a shooting gallery rather.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
Obviously, the NPCs have dead-on targeting, so they get it better. This is fine. Just collect this. Okay, so one little note: I have no clue what this room is. Absolutely zero clue. This door won't open. I can't find any hidden controls. I haven't figured out what's going on. This door's closed. I've tried any number of combinations in this room, but I can't
I remember this
figure
room.
out what it
The
is.
security protocols shut us
I
out
can't
when
figure
we
out how to
first
get to
arrived.
that room. So if you find it out,
Prepare
please
yourself.
post a video
You must
response
defend
or a
Dr.
comment,
Cooper.
because I'd love to know what's in there. Probably get special gear or something like that. Like in the last feature episode in season 8 came out. Sphere of Influence, that's what it is. Like the Sphere of Influence, the hidden
I need you to activate a console while I
item
work on this.
was in the back of these consoles. If you went to all the extra ones instead of just
Excellent.
the primary
I can
platform,
keep moving forward over
you
here.
got advanced swarmers for your ship. So I was kind of wondering if there's hidden items in here, but I'm not sure because I can't get into that room. So basically in this room, all you're going to do is you're going to defend him from these swarmers. He's going to ask you to activate 2 consoles.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this.
And he can't work until you get it, so that's just fighting and get all the swarmers
Perfect. I'm almost done.
knocked out soon, so you can continue working, because I guess it would take forever. Not take forever, but you'd be in here. Just keep
We're
fighting
through.
swarmers. Okay, so once the door opens, you're obviously free to go.
We must power down the room's
There's
shielding
another
to
accolade
access
in
the
this
control
room.
panels.
I will show you in a minute. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take down the
The
shield.
doctor and I will continue our work
These
while you
beams
disable
are
the
gonna
lower
start up.
panels.
There's 3 of these, and you have to fuse the wiring. These beams start up in this order. So all you gotta do is avoid being anywhere near the beams, and you'll get Beam Dodger accolade. And obviously, once you're in the pit, you can't get out of it until you complete the mission.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission.
And all you gotta do is reactivate the shields.
The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
Again, after all of these steps, I continue to try to open this door, and it does not work. So, it is not targetable. Doesn't blow up. I don't see any hidden consoles. Nothing that will get me into that room. So,
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something
let's pay
curious.
attention to this.
Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
Uh-oh.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth...
I know you have a past with the Iconian gateways, but our options are limited. The choice is logical. If the Voth jump the sphere to an area near their homeworld, billions of Omega particles will be expended. With the degradation of the sphere's systems caused by centuries of disuse, there is an 86.8% chance that the expenditure will cause an Omega detonation, destroying...
Okay, so basically, since this station controls the jump capabilities of the Dyson Sphere that was found in Season 8, we can't disable the station without activating the gateway, and gateways are always bad. So, the only option is to shut down the gateway.
I'm so sorry.
The sphere, rather.
I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
My character's not even like moving or shaking around. Okay, so basically, not even now. The door will not open. So I really have no idea how to get in that.
We're going to die.
Kind of like
We're going to die.
A big mystery now. But all you had to do here is just run out. Kind of like in that PvE, the Voth PvE mission, the Breach, I think it is.
We have a lock on you, sir.
All you gotta do is get to your extraction point, and he'll beam you out. And voila.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Engage your ship's special...
Okay, so this is the ship that you will get upon completion of all of the... Q commendation marks that you get with the anniversary event. Sorry, I just gotta organize all of my buffs here. And yeah, this is the Federation Dyson Science Destroyer. The Romulan one looks really cool. Let's see what tactical mode does. Ah, there's the cannons. Okay. Because on the Romulan one, the warp, it comes in from the center of the warper. I was just wondering about that. But these look really cool. The Romulan one looks awesome, especially when it goes into tactical mode or science mode. And there's not a cool thing on it, except for when it's back and forth as well. But otherwise,
Target shield has failed.
That is That's fighting smart. By the way, tactical mode increases your turn rate and speed, as well as your weapons power, and your inertia.
Ship is under attack.
This has dual heavy proton cannons that come with the ship. I'm told. I don't obviously have the ship yet, but they come with that.
Four shields failing.
Some of your ability stats, that increases automatically your shield strength and everything. So it's good. It's kind of like Defiance, like that special ability with a lot of heavy combat on them.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If
Okay, so we gotta enter the gateway and search
navigational
and destroy for the
readings
dreadnought.
indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Jenolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus. This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan in 2294. I am detecting disabled
Okay,
systems.
so they're badly damaged, no weapon systems, need help. These guys were on a survey mission of this Dyson sphere that was discovered a while back.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Jenolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and... My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived. Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that. Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed, and then the ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there.
Okay, so we're gonna transport engineering team, obviously fix that big plasma
I
leak,
have extensive experience.
and try to talk with them.
Warning, ship is under attack.
And keep the engine at full, pointing away. And you'll see why in a minute. Cue cutscene.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we...
You're not...
You're not Cooper.
That's not good.
The weak shall perish! Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
Undyne have shown up, and they just blew up the Voth. Blew their way through the door.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
Glad you're so enthusiastic. I'm not sure why this additional special ability shows up as a part of the hybrid technology set, even though it appears to be the same thing.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
Tuvok! Frustrated? You were so...
Target shields
I
have
do
failed.
not get angry. I rectify my mistakes.
Oh, crap. Cast the code.
Target shields have failed.
Yeah, every time you move to a new map, you gotta forget cast the code. So...
More ships on approach. This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
I have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
The Lisette is here to provide any assistance you require.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Quadrant!
Many have tried. All have failed. Three Undine battleships inbound.
3 battleships? That may be a problem.
We hold here. None of the Undine get through. Warning. Ship is under attack.
The Fortescue is here. Now the real fight can begin. Is that it? We wanted more of a fight.
It is not over yet, Captain. 2 Undine dreadnoughts are approaching.
Target's shields have failed.
This, I think, is really just, you gotta get
You only delay the inevitable.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way.
Okay, with this,
Congratulations on a successful mission.
no matter-
Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
so basically, there's a fight, and I'll let them talk. But basically, they're gonna have a fight, and no matter how you do it, you're gonna end
No,
up peaceful.
this ends
Not
now.
like peaceful, but
Our generosity to the Romulans
fighting.
can only extend so far.
controlled by an alliance.
Are you prepared to back that statement with action?
Fighting over
The Klingon
And obviously, you
Empire.
gotta remain
The
calm.
Romulan
You're
However,
Federation captain.
I will not.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind. An affliction that I did not even realize was there. We have I
Okay,
know
so he was pretty much under the influence of that Undine the whole time.
The sphere is under Federation
So-
control.
This sphere is
These
only
problems.
accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jarrah is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
Okay. It drops off to be continued, and I'm interested to see what happens next in the storyline. But in the meantime, let's see, which one do I need now? That I think I already have the shields. One of the new updates that they have is, yeah, I got switches. Okay, so basically, the 3-piece set, obviously you gotta play for it each time, but I think that about wraps it up for this video. I'm going to head back to Earth Space Dock and talk about the 4th anniversary event, where you can get the Dyson Sphere, the Dyson Science Destroyer, sorry, that is available to play through that mission. I'll explain all that in my next video, so stay tuned and watch the next one, because it's very important. If you watch it in time, then please come play it, because it only the stuff that's offered here will only last a month. You only have an opportunity to get it, and you won't, the gear that's offered, you won't be able to get it ever again. So even if you never ever play Star Trek Online, or very infrequently, I would still play right now. If you're subscribed to my channel and you got the video, get online, play it at least 3 times, so at least you can get that gear and the EV suits. It really is worth it, even in the long run. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, all of those are helpful. And most importantly, watch the next video so you can stay informed about Star Trek Online. Till then, guys, bye. Hi guys, just I forgot something real quick. This room that I said I couldn't get into, well, I was playing on my Romulan character and I figured out how to do it.
Use caution. The Windows shields are malfunctioning in this area. The shadows of those consoles should provide a measure of safety.
Okay, so there's a couple different variations of the mission, apparently. If you obviously step into the light, then you're dead. So yeah, basically how this works is you gotta activate all 3 of these consoles without getting burned. So just make a mad dash for a shadow area, I guess. But yes, there's 2 different versions. Now the other room that I did in the main mission, the other room is now locked, so there appears to be a couple different variations of it, so I'd be prepared to go and do both.
The shields will hold. Our destination is ahead.
Oh good, and you get an accolade for it, so even more of a bonus. Anyway, I just thought you guys might want to know this.